slowly. And it is blowing an absolute gale. So we drove, well, pretty much drove all day, called in and had a look at a few little places and stuff. And blowing a gale, we thought we're going to have our sausages and our chops for dinner. You know, having, what did you have, Lee?
Salad and peanut butter saladas.
I just had salad because it's that windy here. Every time we lit our gas burner, it blew it out. Wait, have a look at this for a view.
Good morning all.
Morning.
Well, it's now Sunday. I had to look at what day it was.
Who cares about days?
And we're just ducking into Whyalla. You would have seen last night we stayed at
Point Lowly.
Yeah, which was just out of Whyalla. Very windy.
Very windy.
So we're coming in this morning to have breakfast because we can't cook anything because it's so windy. Just on that, getting breakfast might be a challenge as it's Sunday in a country town.
Anyway,
And
we'll find something.
It looks like everything is shut. Oh, there's a coffee van over the other side.
Is that?
Over there. We found a coffee van!
Yay!
Yay! So we found some coffee down at the Whyalla foreshore, which is very pretty. Alright, so the choice is ice cream, coffee and donuts, or coffee, hot dog and donuts. I'll let you know what we got. So we're going to camp in behind the sand dunes where it's not so windy, but this is the Caro Wells donation box. All proceeds go to Port Neal Progress Association, who then pass it on to the Royal Flying Doctor Service. So $10 in the honesty box. Perfect.
Anyway, how's this? Like, we just over that dune there. How's this for a view? Apart from a couple of four-wheels, we got this whole beach to ourselves. So I think they'll nick off later on. They're only surfing, so pretty much have the whole beach to ourselves. Awesome.
Ready out? Let's go! Come on!
Welcome to Cooking with Adam. Hey Lee, I'm going to do a cooking segment. So I got my sunnies on, but I'm doing a chicken and bacon and veggie pasta thing. So at the moment, I'm just browning off some bacon. And once that's browned off, I'll chuck in the chicken, get that cooked. Then I'll chuck in my veggies, tin of diced tomatoes, a couple other bits and pieces. Got some pasta on the boil, and then Bob's your uncle. I've just added in a little bit of garlic, and I've added the chicken in now, so I'm going to brown that up, and then we'll put in the veggies. I didn't add any oil because there's enough stuff enough fat comes out of the bacon, so you don't really need to add any oil. Then toss around. Taste test. Keep tossing it around. Pasta's boiled, so I just left it in the water. Lee's going to drain it in a minute. So my pasta's now boiled and drained. I'm just going to wait, just let this cook down a bit more. I'll chuck in a tin of canned tomatoes and then I'll add the pasta. Speaking of pasta, Lee, I told Lee I was going to build a car out of spaghetti and she didn't believe me. She was so amazed when I drove past her. Lee just asked if I was washing up. No, that's Lee's job. I cook, she washes.
Yeah, but that didn't work when I cooked.
Yeah, but you're a messy cook.
I'll get out of it. I am not.
Anyway, back to my dish for the ages. So, diced tomatoes are gone in, just a tinned one from Woolies. And now all we got to do is add le pasta.
Can you do that one-handed?
Absolutely I can. Watch this. I can do a lot of things one-handedly. Pasta's in, give it a toss. One-handed, very good at that too. Dinner is ready. So that is my Caro Wells chicken and bacon pasta.
Very good.
So now, all important taste test from the miso.
It's hot. Chicken's tender. Shut up.
Like my heart.
No, it's good.
Is it good or not?
Oh, wait a minute, I've got to have another mouthful.
Oh, okay.
Needs a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of seasoning, but other than that, great, thank you.
Put pepper in it. I didn't think it needed salt because there was salt in the bacon. She's just very salty. I love how every town in South Australia has their own jetty. It's great. Really good boat ramp too we saw before, which is on the other side. They just do everything so well over here with like their fishing and their boat ramps and their jetties, and it's great. But have a look at this review of the jetty. The colour of the water over here, it's just, there is nothing like it. It's just amazing. And it's crystal clear. You can literally see the bottom, and there's just, I honestly, it blows my mind how beautiful this water is over here.
So this is a game. You can come down.
Oh.
Twist the top, obviously, where it lands. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your turn. Oh, you haven't got a sheet of rock. Lines.
That's really cool.
Spin again.
Anyway, this is an anchor. So it was the Lady Kinnaird, and they sunk. They found everyone survived it. The ship sank, and then they dove down in the late 70s and retrieved the anchor. And then what they did is they rust treated it so it didn't rust, and then they've mounted it here. It was unveiled in 1980. So it's really cool, isn't it, Bub?
Yeah. Men's shed, free Wi-Fi.
Men's shed, free Wi-Fi. They've done like you've got free electric barbecues, but you put your donations into the little hole there. You can sit under cover out of the sun. Whack your donations in there. You got Barbies right on the water. Really cool kids playground.
One last look back before I go. One last disarmed smile before I fly with crow. Cross wide skies of blue that suddenly seem too small. Over green valleys and mountain tops, I sing my soul call. I'm flying high, don't wanna change. I'm flying high, high above the range. Those left behind don't seem to understand. Life is sweet, but you're always in demand. So sweet and pure like flowing spring water, so high and sometimes shrink.
So we left Carrow Wells a little bit before 8 o'clock this morning, and we thought we were going to get a little bit of rain, and it was blowing a gale, and so we packed up there pretty quick. Now we're in Tumby Bay, so we're going to have a little bit of brekkie here, and then got another jetty. I'm starting to fall in love with all those little towns with all these jetties. They're awesome. She's a little bit blowy today, so we'll sort of get to Port Lincoln. It's not far down the road, get ourselves set up, and then I think we're just going to chill. I've got a little bit of editing to do this afternoon, so we're just going to chill today, and then we'll see what Port Lincoln's got to offer tomorrow.
Another silo art at Tumby Bay, and this one actually has beautiful entry, and it actually also acknowledges and respects the land that we're on as traditional land of the Bangala people. I hope I pronounced that right. We acknowledge the Bangala people as traditional custodians and are the cultural authority of this ancestral lands. We acknowledge the deep feeling of the attachment and maintain relationships of the Bangala people and the land and the sea. We acknowledge all the Bangala elders, past, present, future, and respect their spiritual and cultural practices are still important to the lives of the Bangala people today. When you come here, it's also actually a working silo, so they do have a fence around it, and you can also sign in the visitors book. Alright, let's go through. So also near here, they actually have what's called a learning circle. Obviously, at some point or another, they must do some sort of cultural talks, maybe, about the area. But this is a beautiful little space. Well, it's car wash time. After being down on the beach for a little bit, the car is sticky. Everything's sticky.
And even you are going to have a bath.
But at the moment, he's hooked up to the Matt's handle. Everything's just gross. So in here they've got one of these big caravan bays, so you can do the top obviously and the bottom and right along your vans, and which is really handy. Also laugh if in a day's time we go exploring and it's a dirt road. No matter. And yay! We are done. Looking much better. No more salt and stickiness from the beach. Alright, Alvin, onto the dog wash.
What's happening, mate?
Oh, yeah. Stinky! That's good here, Papa.
It's a traumatic experience, mate, isn't it, eh?
No, it's not really. You just stink. We have changed our plans a little. We're heading down to stay on up to stay at Palumi Beach for a little bit and then go into the Flinders Ranges, but we've had to change our plans a little bit due to our little puppy who is a bit unpredictable at the moment with pain and soreness and meds and needing to be near a vet. So we have to turn around and head home.
Yeah.
We'll stop at a few places on the way, and how that goes all depends on him. Yeah, a bit sad, but what can you do?
Still got our big trip coming up.
That's right. All right, let's get on with the adventure. So this actually takes us via a bit of a rough road up to a place called Gallipoli Beach. This was where they actually filmed Gallipoli, the movie.
Yeah, back in the 80s.
Amazing beach down there. A little bit rough.
Well, that was easier to find than I thought it was going to be. The way people explained it was, they said, oh yeah, you get to Farm Beach and there's like a little dirt track off to the side. It's like a freaking monument and a sign that says points the way to Gallipoli Beach. So it's not hard to find at all.
So out along here, hope you can hear me. Out along there is Farms Beach, or Farm Beach. Obviously a good spot for fishing, beach driving. Seems to be lots of boats in there too. I'm not quite sure where they put in, but obviously there's a spot for it. And we're gonna keep heading this direction and see if we can find Gallipoli Beach. Back in the car, it's freezing.
Got some pinstripes. Oh.
They'll buff out.
Yeah, they'll buff out. They'll buff out. They'll be all right. So here we are at Gallipoli Beach. We're just going to go for a wander, see if we can get down closer. And it's not too windy here, so I might be able to get the drone up. Anyway, we'll have a look.
So we walk down the little track and come around the bend to this. That is stunning. Oh. So from what I remember from the movie, they arrived on boats and were faced with the most almighty cliff in front of them. And yep, oh, and look, so bloody lucky. Right in here on the shore, I don't know if you can see it, Adam will get the drone out, there is a whole pod of dolphins. Straight down there in front of us. I don't think you can see them, but Adam will fly the drone down. Oh my God, we are some of the luckiest people to live in this amazing world. Yeah, I know. A whole pod of them. Easily 20 or more.
So this should be interesting. We're actually going to try and walk down onto the beach. It's steep as shit. But anyway, Lee's carrying our drone.
The safest option.
And I'm carrying Butthead, who I think we gave him a Valium about half an hour ago, and I think it's just about started to kick in. He started to mellow out. Anyway, I've got to stop now because I've got to use hands to get down a step. We've really got our hiking shoes on today too. We didn't think we'd be walking down the side of a freaking cliff to get to a beach, but anyway, we are.
You've got to do it.
Yeah! And it was caught on camera.
And just like that, we're at the bottom. Look at that.
Mind you, you had a little bit of a hobble.
Whoop! Woo!